Hi, and good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Adam from Port City Church, and this is our Saturday Devo. And I just want to share a scripture that's often taught in couple seminars or in counseling to the men and the women who are married. And it's especially speaking to the husbands about the love that they have for their wives, that it should be compared to the love that Christ has for his church. But I want to kind of shift us a little bit away from that of the relationship of the husband and wife and really look at the love that Christ has for his church. And in fact, I have it written down here in Ephesians 5:25. It says, "For husbands, this means love your wives just as Christ loved the church. He gave up his life for her." And so when we look at that, we are challenged as believers, as followers of Christ, to love the things that he loves, to be engaged with the things that he's engaged with. And so I just want to challenge you this morning. A lot of us have struggled because we've been hurt in the church. We've been hurt in community. And so we have a tendency to isolate ourselves sometimes. And I just want to encourage you and remind you that Christ loves his church enough to die for them. What does that mean? That's a sacrificial love. Now, I'm not saying go out and die for your church tomorrow, but what I am saying is that sacrificial love often comes at the expense of being loved back. Sometimes we have to love people who just aren't going to love us back. And you know what? That's a sacrificial love, and that's the kind of love that Christ has for his church. For Christ so loved the world that he gave that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And I want to remind you of that not everybody in the world has reciprocated that love to God, and yet he still gave his son to die for them. And not only is a sacrificial love something that we can model in our own life, but a serving love. He came to serve, not to be served. And so sometimes when we come into the church, we're often looking at how can they meet our needs? But I want to challenge you with a serving love to come into the church and say, what can I do? Where can I serve? How can I help others to enjoy their experience as they come into community? And then also I want to talk to you about a faithful love, and God is so faithful to us, and I'm so glad, and I'm sure you are too, that he's faithful even when we are not, right? And so I just want to remind you of that. Be faithful to the community of believers. Be faithful to coming into the house of the Lord and being amongst people that we are going to show serving love and sacrificial love to. And then lastly, I just want to share with you the understanding love of God. God understands where you're at. He understands where all of us are. He knows what we're going through, and he sees what we're going through. And he knows that through our sacrificial love and through our serving love and through our faithful love, that we are pressing in because we want to be equipped. We want to come close to him. We want to learn more about him, and he will reward your faithfulness. He will reward your moving into sometimes situations that feel really uncomfortable for you. So that's how understanding he is towards us, and so we want to be understanding towards others as well. So that's my message for you this morning, and I hope to see you tomorrow in service at 10:30, whether it be live in person. We always love to see you come in, especially those who haven't been in the house yet, and those who are tuning in online. We're so thankful for you tuning in and being faithful to us, and thank you everybody for supporting the ministry here at Port City Church. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. I love you. You have a great day. Bye-bye now.